We just got a letter that we posted on the website, or information from the letter, from Melania Trump's lawyer, threatening a lawsuit over false claims that her 10-year-old son, Barron, is autistic. I can tell you that based on my sources, she is livid. She is furious about this. And this all has to do with this YouTube video that was posted where somebody said, here are all these signs that Barron has autism.
And it blew up even more last week when Rosie O'Donnell tweeted out the video with the caption, "Is Barron Trump autistic?" ?
And by the way, that did not get lost on Melania Trump, because in this letter, Charles Harder, who is her lawyer, you may know the name, he's the guy that successfully sued Gawker on behalf of Hulk Hogan. Charles Harder calls out Rosie O'Donnell in this letter, saying that she exacerbated the bullying against Barron Trump, who, by the way, we are told, and it is said in the letter, is not autistic, but by doing what they've done, they have made him a target of bullying.
They've made it worse, even though, and they point this out, the irony being that this video purportedly is aimed at stopping the bullying. But their point is that this posting this video,
it perpetuates
like 8 minutes long, and then also having Rosie tweeting this thing is really perpetuating it.
So, so they have basically said in the letter, in no uncertain terms, they said, take this YouTube video down and kill the link, or we will sue you. Now, they are not threatening Rosie O'Donnell with a lawsuit, but they do call her out by name in this letter. But again, I'm being told in the strongest of terms that she is a very, very protective mother. I mean, we've done the story that
we talked about how she
is the dominant force in raising Barron. She takes him to school every day. They are
planning to stay in New York when Donald takes office,
and she is
because she wants him to go to the school.
She is extremely protective of this kid.
This is a very, very protective mother, and you can see in the letter there are 10 different insinuations that they're calling absolute falsehoods. What they did was they looked at the video. Apparently looks at the RNC speech where Barron was in the background at the victory speech, and they say all of these are ordinary behavior of a tired 10-year-old.
Well, you're saying he was yawning and he was tired, and remember, the victory speech was 3 in the morning, and the RNC victory speech was late at night too. He's, somebody told me today, somebody kind of connected to all of this, told me today, look, Barron is 5'10", and it's deceptive because you look at a 5'10" person and you don't think of him as a 10-year-old, but he is a 10-year-old. And you have to think of him that way, not because he's this tall guy. You think, oh, he must be more, evolved in terms of age. He's 10 years old. And, he has normal 10-year-old behavior, and they are...
Any 10-year-old up late at night who's standing there listening to speeches...
Let me ask you a question, okay? Because there's no doubt that what was done here to Barron is absolutely disgusting and wrong and irresponsible and bad on all accounts, right? But for Donald Trump, who's about to assume the presidency, there's going to be a lot worse that's going to happen in the next 4 years. How is he going to? Is the plan to battle every person?
Evan, actually, I think it's interesting that you brought that up. But Donald Trump, at least based on this letter, is not really involved in this.
You're right.
This is Melania.
This is Melania. This is not Donald Trump. This is all Melania Trump. She is
Donald
the driving...
doesn't have to worry about this one. Melania's got...
She is the driving force behind this.
It's exactly true. The letter starts off and says, we're litigation counsel for Melania Trump and Barron Trump. So Donald is actually
not in this.
Excluded.
He is not in this. So this is not his fight.
But
it is her fight.
Let's not pretend that we're dealing with 2 separate companies here. This is a family.
Hey, Melania can lawyer up, Evan.
Donald is involved, though. I mean, let's be serious. Let's be honest with ourselves. Donald is involved in this, whether or not he's involved in the letter. He's involved in the situation.
I will say that based on what I know, this is not Donald Trump. This is driven solely by Melania Trump.
Yeah, this is Joel from Las Vegas, Nevada. There's a lot I could say about this, but I'm going to keep it short. All the attention that's going on the kid, I mean, it is wrong. Rosie and Trump, they're not best of friends, but, you don't mess with one's offspring. I'm telling you right now, she is very protective, and a lot of women are very protective. And he's already in the, eye of the public due to the fact of his father, becoming the next president. So with all the attention on him, Rosie bringing that up when it's false, I mean, I can understand it. It could ruin him, could make
well,
him.
she's sort of saying
It ain't
target
gonna
for
help.
bullying.
Yeah, it ain't gonna help him.
In a way, Melania is sort of setting the tone here that while we are in office, lay off my son.
Lay off my son.